Gashohe, KTN.
Let's still stick with all Kalou, and as the by-election campaigns hit a fever pitch, one thing stands out. It's President William Ruto against his former deputy, Rigathi Gachagua. Now, while the Ruto wing flexes muscles, flooding goodies, the Gachagua camp is crying foul, but vowing to take it to the wire. For observers, it's a must-win for both, especially Gachagua, who's keen to have the whole Mount Kenya region in his political basket. The former DP's displeasure with Linda Mwananchi involvement in the mini poll is also telling of a man keen not to share the poll's outcome, especially if it's a victory. Our political affairs reporter Alan Ochanda has the story.
As the 70,000 voters in Kalou, Nyandarua County seek to replace their member of parliament on Thursday next week, two key political leaders, President William Ruto and his former deputy Rigathi Gachagua, are seeking to make a statement. For optics, Ruto is keen on sending the message of his acceptability in the mountain. For Gachagua, he has to stamp authority, pacify his base and make his DCP party attractive ahead of next year's polls. For the last 2 weeks, all Kalou residents have been treated to a sea of goodies. From gas cylinders, shoes, foodstuffs, government-branded mattresses, to heightened development and even cash money, while the DCP camp intensifies its grassroots contact with the voters. Just why the premium on all Kalou, unlike the past mini polls?
Losing for President Ruto, it means a lot. It means that he has lost his base. Mount Kenya was his base, okay? So winning there in Nyandarua can give him a lot of mileage, especially winning in the most conservative Gikuyu constituency. Because you remember, the Mau started in Nyandarua and Olongoruoni. So those are the most patriotic, if you want to call it that, in terms of the betrayal, the Gikuyu feel that Ruto delivered to them. If he can win there, then remember he can win anywhere else in the Mount Kenya region.
As you approach the next general elections, you want to have a very powerful political party so that anybody who wants to run for political office would use your political party, which is essentially a special purpose vehicle. Now, that is why Kalou is very critical. Depending on the outcome of this election, if the candidate supported by Mr. Rigathi Gachagua does not win, then people who had already aligned themselves with Mr. Rigathi Gachagua in the hope that if they join his political party, they'll be guaranteed of a political win, they will sit back and review their positions or alignment with Mr. Rigathi Gachagua. Because if he doesn't, if his candidate doesn't win this by-election, then one would easily say that his President Ruto would have punctured his political trajectory, or he would have deflated his political trajectory.
While the IEBC has issued a warning about the malpractices, the political parties liaison committee has called on the commission not to postpone the by-election, even as political observers say it won't have significant sway on the electorate.
Both opposition and government, they are saying that the by-election should go on. So we have urged IEBC not to cancel the elections in Kalou.
The good days they can throw the outcome in Nyandarua. What may throw the outcome in Nyandarua is if they do what they did in Mbere. The allegations in Mbere is that they were able to bring enough violence, chaos, and actually introduce ballots. If they do that, then they can take it, but that's not a win. A win is a clean, democratic contest where you sell your agenda to the people, or you sell your performance previously, which then can indicate what you are likely to do in the future.
The Kalou seat fell vacant following the death of the area MP Njuguna Kiaraho, who was elected on a Jubilee ticket. On the Kalou bit, he is not keen on onboarding Linda Mwananchi or the United Opposition luminaries, a tactic that appears to have also kept off Deputy President Professor Kithure Kindiki from the campaign rallies.
I wouldn't call it a warning shot, but Mr. Rigaji's pronouncement is very solid because he's the one who's been mobilizing resources, who's been doing the campaign. And if you want to come and want to associate with my success the last minute, then I'm not going to be a very happy politician. Because in the event that the DCP candidate wins, Now there'll be many people to share the glory.
Even as the UDA and DCP candidates steal the show, 7 other candidates, making it 9, will be battling out to serve for the remaining term as Kalou Member of Parliament. Alan Ochanda, KTN.
Still on matters politics and political realignments ahead of the next